Hello class, my name is Joanna and today I'm gonna talk about how to eat healthy without dieting because eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. I would like to start by asking you a few questions. How many of you have been trying to lose weight with diets that you find on the internet? How many of you have been trying to lose a lot of pounds for a specific event like a beach trip or a party? And the last question, how many of you consider that you had long-term success with a strict diet? I remember that I did my first diet when I was 14 years old and I didn't have problems being overweight or anything like that, but I remember always seeing Victoria's Secret models and all the super skinny stereotypes, so I wanted to be very thin. And ever since, I tried dieting, fasting, and whatever will work, or at least whatever I thought will work. And the diets really work. I lost the same 12 pounds a lot of times, so I understand how seductive they are. But the problem with all these type of diets is that because of how restrictive they are, you cannot maintain them in the long term. And the worst thing is that you risk your physical and mental health because you're constantly just thinking about diets and eating very little, so you develop an unhealthy relationship with food, which is not good. According to the article Why Diets Don't Work, published in 2019 by Ellen Sattler, the ideas of people who diet and fail all the time are eating less than what they feel right, ignoring hunger cues, limiting yourself to only certain type of foods, like what it's pretty common is just eat protein and not eat carbs, and using exercise to burn off food. But let's begin addressing the problem. The reason most people are unable to keep a diet is because making this elusive lifestyle change is actually really hard, but it isn't impossible. And I believe more people could do it if they knew how to best use their time and energy. Diets create bad habits, they instill an scarce mindset around food that often leads to binging, and they can even permanently alter your metabolism for the worst, so they are not awesome. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey published in 2019 that the four most common type of diet reported in adults with 20 years old and older were weight loss or low-calorie diets with a 9.3% of adults, diabetic diets with a 2.3, low-carbohydrate diets with a 2.0, and low-fat or low-cholesterol diets with a 1.8%. And as you can see on the screen, the most common type of special diet among every age group was a weight loss or low-calorie diet. Dieting may not be the cause of eating disorders, but it is often a precursor. Diet culture can cause you to ostracize yourself if you don't feel the ideal body image. This ideal can cause a feedback loop of shame around your exercise and food habits or send you into a spiral of disordered eating. They are rare, but there are people who manage to lose weight and keep it off indefinitely without dieting. Members of the National Weight Control Registry have lost at least 30 pounds and keep it up for at least a year. But on average, they have lost 66 pounds and keep it off over 5 years. That is awesome. But what do you think is their secret? Well, they have each adopted a personalized pattern of healthy habits that works for them. The cliche thing to tell you is that they have built a healthy lifestyle, and in fact that is the only method that seems to constantly help people to lose weight and stay healthy. According to the registry of members of the National Weight Control, the following habits have been observed to return the best results. 78% of the people eat breakfast every day, 75% weigh themselves at least once per week, 62% watch under 10 hours of TV per week, and the 90% of them do some form of exercise for an hour each day. So what you should do instead? Today I'm going to give you 2 ways to find solution to this problem. First, the new habits you want to create need to be enjoyable and not simply terrible. One of the biggest mistakes when we are trying to build healthy habits is choosing activities we don't actually like pushing our workouts way beyond our fitness level or eating flourless food because they are supposed to be healthy. And this approach works in direct opposition to how your brains form habits, and it's never sustainable. According to the American Psychological Association, in the article Healthy Habits published in 2020 by Lara Thomas, People with good habits rarely need to resist the temptation to laze on the couch or order greasy takeout, procrastinate on assignments, or watch one more viral video before dashing out the door. That is because autopilot takes over, eliminating temptation from the equation, and as a result, you will have established good habits. In order to create healthy habits, you must find activities that you enjoy. For example, what if you don't like to go for a run? Then don't do it. Choose a different activities that you enjoy, getting yourself moving. What if all the activities feel a little daunting because you're out of shape? Start smaller, like going out for a walk or something like that. The key to this point is to get to know yourself and start doing things that you like. Don't force yourself, that's really important because it won't work. And the second part of your new strategy is cultivating awareness around your thoughts, actions, and emotions. And the buzzword for that is mindfulness. According to the neuroscience research in the article published in 2015 by Galapi College Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, mindfulness practices dampen activity in our amygdala and increases the connections between the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. Both of these parts of the brain help us to be less reactive to stressors and to recover better from stress when we experience it. But what do you think will happen if you decide to make these two changes in your life? Well, if you want a healthy body and mind, you need to feed it with healthy food. You can start by eliminating the processed foods and beverages that are loaded with sugar and empty calories. Trade your macaroni and cheese for a cup of homemade soup or maybe a trail mix. When you eat healthy food that is good for you, your digestive system is more efficient and provides you with more of the nutrients that you need to stay healthy. And it also gives a boost to your immune system. According to the article Impact of Changing Lifestyles on Our Health, published in 2018 by Kenneth Clore, your lifestyle and habits have a direct effect on your physical, mental, and your emotional health. Your lifestyle habits and how you interact with the world you live in play an important role in how healthy you are. Now that you know my personal experience, all the benefits of changing your habits and starting your mindfulness process, all the positive effects that the process can bring to your life physically and mentally, what are you waiting for to stop making excuses and start to work on yourself? Changing things like beliefs and habits is not easy. Working to discover healthy habits you enjoy takes a lot of self-reflection and a willingness to try things even without complete confidence that they are going to work. But it is possible to make progress in all these areas if you focus your energy just in the right places. I spent a lot of my teenager years forcing myself to eat foods that left me unsatisfied and do workouts that make me feel miserable. And all I had to show for it was a deep frustration with myself and how I looked. It only took a couple of months to start seeing results when I changed my strategy, but by then, that felt less important than the fact that I was actually being happy. My lifestyle had definitely changed a lot. I was eating way more vegetables. I was rarely bothering with processed food. I was cooking regularly. I was active daily. But I really started to like all the things because they brought me joy and fulfillment. But in other ways, it felt like the easiest and the most natural thing in the world. Like this was always the way that it was meant to be. Because this is how it feels to work with your mind instead of against it. Thank you.